Hello, 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 my loves. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy birthday to my Libras on this happy Tuesday, this horrific Tuesday. Okay. So, I'm just asking, again, shuffling, going through, asking, what is it my collective needs to know? We're always so focused on, what happened, the past, what's going on, how the person that they separated themselves from has made them feel what they've done, you know. So I want to pull in some intentions, um, like what is it my collective needs to know, just for themselves. And as I was doing so, I said, okay, I'm gonna pull some intention cards. I was thinking that to myself, and then I was shuffling my motivational cards, and intention jumps out at me. So I was like, okay, confirmation. I need to pull some intention cards for my collective, but I also kind of want to read it too. It says, "Today is a fresh start. No matter how my day was yesterday, I can make of today whatever I want. My intention for today is," and that's something you need to set up for yourself. Like, what is your intention for today? Write your intention on a card, put it in your phone, put it in your notes, put it in your calendar. Look at it on a daily. Set a new intention for yourself on a daily. Set one each Monday for that week. My intention for the weekend, my intention for the day is, and just say it. Like when you get up out of bed in the morning, like have your intention, like, post it on your calendar, top part of your calendar, or to alert you to come up every day. My intention is to what? Be kind, do something generous, let go of the past, do something for myself, spend 10 minutes with myself, motivate, meditate, something. Just set an intention for yourself that you can, do as a daily reminder. All right. So, and I am going to put some attention cards, but I just want to say that to you guys. Also, make it an intention of yours to give yourself self love. Pour more love into yourself. Some of you may be celibate. Practice celibacy, okay? Understand and learn that your sexuality, your sacral chakra, that's where your creativity come from. That's where your strength, that's where your power lies. That's not something that you need to share with everyone, give to everyone. That is something that's very sacred to you, your energy. And as have intercourse with other people, you are swapping energy, exchanging energy, taking on their energy, they're taking on yours. And if they're in low vibration, if they have negative energy, they're passing this on to you during that intimate moment. And if you're in positivity, then you're passing your positivity. So you're just swapping your positive for the negative energy. All right. It's a form of sex magic. So, practice celibacy. Understand that that's a sacred part of you. And that's not something that you need to just kind of give away willingly. Practice making yourself happy. Release the past. Sometimes, take a break from love. Some of you may be taking a break from love right now, just giving yourself that love instead. All right, making yourself happy. Um, Netflixing and chilling. All right. Netflix and chill with yourself. If you can't be happy with yourself, happy spending time with your own energy alone, how you really gonna make somebody else happy? Okay, you're just trying to be a part of their happiness or take on a part of their energy. Everyone should be comfortable and happy to just be alone with yourself. You shouldn't get on your own nerves. Okay, so Netflix and chill. Do it alone. Grab a blanket, put on your favorite movie, grab some popcorn, some hot chocolate, whatever. We are starting, when it's that season, or whatever your beverage, your treat, your else, whatever your thing that makes you happy. All right, you don't always have to have somebody Netflix and chill with. You can sit down and watch a show and laugh to you cry with yourself, just enjoying yourself. Or spend time with some friends. Have a friend over, go visit a friend, Netflix and chill with a friend. Someone who's in your vibrational match, somebody who does make you feel good. It does not always have to be a sexual relationship or a boyfriend, girlfriend. Just enjoy you, your friend, or sibling, a child, a relative, a godparent, or whoever, a neighbor. Just Netflix and chill with somebody that you can be authentically yourself, someone who appreciates you being authentically yourself in your positive energy. All right, for when I say that, who does not judge you but just likes you for who you are as a person, you, your flaws, your everything. All right, so Netflix and chill as well. just enjoying yourself. So give me some intentions for my collective. Give me some intentions for my collective, please, guys. No, yes, maybe. Negative, release negative people, release that negative energy, step away from it. All right. Release people that are hiding their true intentions from you, okay, that are coming in to take advantage of you in some type of way, and release any negative thoughts or that you may have towards somebody, or yes, people sometimes come into our lives to do us wrong. We can't change that. And I'm not going to say that in the future people may not come in your life that may attempt to do you wrong again. Because it may, maybe it's spiritual test, maybe a lesson you need to learn, another lesson you need to learn as you evolve, as you go through something else for another transformation in your life. But going through these lessons, you do learn to pay attention to the red flags. You do learn to trust your intuition. You learn to use discernment. All right, but don't hold on to those negative emotions from what people have done to you. Like, release that, let that go. All right, not everyone is here or come into your life to be a lifelong part of your life. Sometimes they come in, they fulfill their mission, even if it's a negative, it was still a lesson, something you needed to embody, something you need to change about yourself. All right, you release it and you let it go. Again, put that self-love into yourself. Netflix and chill with yourself. Be with those who, or surround yourself with people that support you, all right, that support your ideas, your mission, all right, that people who want to support and elevate you, that expect nothing in return, all right, they just want to be there to be a guidance, just support, just let you know I love you, I respect you, I'm here for you. If you need me, I don't need anything in return, I don't want anything in return. I just want to be a part of your life. I just want to see you succeed at what it is that you're trying to do. 707 when I say that. I want to see you win. All right. Somebody that want to laugh with you. Someone who enjoys your laughter. I'll be a shining light in your life and bring you laughter and joy. Somebody you can Netflix chill with other than yourself. That, always there, as no matter what you go through, they're going to support you. They're going to be there, the good, the bad, the ugly, the laughter, the joy, the tears, all right? Somebody who can offer you some very good advice at times that you need it, all right? Somebody who's experienced some things themselves, somebody who may have also experienced somebody that was an imposter in their life, all right? Someone who was dishonest with them at some point, and through their experience, through what they went through, they're able to offer you such sage advice and support. Okay. I also feel like maybe somebody wants to tell you that they're sorry for how they done you. I feel terrible about what I did and I owe you an apology. Yes, somebody does owe you an apology. If they give it to you, good. If they don't, I feel like you're fine either way. I feel like you're healing. You're pouring that self-love. A lot of you, you're on your journey. Specifically, you're on your journey. So you don't really need that. You don't need that confirmation from them, that validation from them, or even need that explanation as to why they did what they did. All right, you're able to get on without it. You don't need their closure. I feel like when one day you're gonna look back when you get further, you get on your journey, and you're gonna say like, you know what, you're gonna find laughter in this, the amusement in this. It's going to be a comical story in your life. Man, I remember, like, right now, it's hurtful. And depending on where you're in your path, it's probably hurtful, it's negative, okay? But at some point, you're going to look back at it, you're going to laugh, you're going to be like, boy, I'm going to tell you what I've been through. And you're going to be a sense of support for somebody else to tell your story. And it's not going to hurt to talk about it because you would have healed from it, okay? And I think somebody's going to be very envious and they're going to resent that. You're healing, you're moving on, all right? And then we finish with empathy, and you may empathize with that person, feel bad for them for, what they're going through. But they cause it on themselves, It is que sera, what it is, So let's get some personal. What else from my collective? They're practicing their self-love. They're chilling with themselves. They have supportive people around them. People who give them good advice. That people who want to see them on their journey. Who want to see them be successful. All right. Be a part of their life. They want nothing in return. What else for my collective? It may not be anything in this makeshift card for you. In this makeshift deck. Because I really feel like I need to go towards my tarot. What else? Yeah, I'm not feeling this deck, guys. I'm gonna not do that deck. I want to go to my tarot and put my crystal up. What else for my collective? What does my collective need to know? Thank you. Yeah, you let it go. That is codependency. And I feel like a lot of you are just letting go of bonding with people that you know are toxic for you. You have released that, okay? You've let that go. You're starting to recognize again, like I said earlier, even with your sacral energy, like you're releasing. You're like, you know what? I just want to be myself. I want to put this love in myself. I'm letting go of any addictions. I'm letting go of any negative thought patterns I had, any negative people. I'm cutting everybody out of my life. That's not healthy for me. That's not good for me. That just are holding me back. That I'm letting go of self-destructive patterns, all right, addictions that I may have, and it's because judgment is here, judgment is here, and part of that judgment is for those who've done you wrong. It's here to balance things out. Those who've done you wrong are going to reap their rewards, and those, who have done you well will reap the benefits. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Those who done you wrong will reap the consequences, and those who have put in good seeds, have done right, you will reap rewards and benefits. And that's because, it's a time of renewal. We are in harvest season, okay? Remember, we didn't have the harvest moon. We didn't have the eclipse. So we are now in harvest season, all right? This is fall. So this is about self-evaluation, clarity, making better decisions, reaping, the rewards of the seeds that you've sown. If you've sown good seeds, you have rewards coming towards you. If you know that you have not, then there's going to be consequences for you. The universe has its own way of balancing out things, bringing its own karma and its own dharma. What else? Thank you, spirit guides. Yeah, there's no more self-doubt. I feel like maybe you guys went to the point where you doubted yourselves. You're not doing that anymore. There's no more self-doubt, all right? Whatever you've strengthened, whatever weaknesses you've had, whatever temptations you had, you're no longer feeling insecure. You don't feel like you're no longer feeling like you don't have control anymore. All right. You're thinking logically. You're being the leader of your own life right now. You're being very objective. You're fair with people. If you're setting your boundaries, for those who don't want to respect your boundaries, you're cutting them loose. You're using your sword. You're ruling. You're the ruler of your own empire now. Okay. Some of you may be taking on a more authoritative figure with your children, setting more boundaries with your children as well. Those who may have younger children or adult children, you may be becoming more firmer with them. Before, maybe you were a little bit more loose. Now you're being more firm with them, setting rules. All right. Some of you are just out here exploring new territories, having great ideas. You're curious about the world now. You're curious about spirituality. You're curious about pursuing more of your intellectual pursuits. Some of you are doing more communicating. Maybe you went through a period where you were in a hermit stage. You're being quiet, not really talking much to people. You just want to be left alone. All right. But now your confidence has definitely grown. You're being more vocal about what your wants, your desires, what you want to do. You're just coming out of your shell more, and it's because you're putting more self-love into yourself. Okay, you're loving yourself, building up that strength again. Set that intention. What I want to change, what I want to do, what do I want my today to be like, what I want my tomorrow, what are my expectations for myself. Okay, what else? Thank you. Yeah, you're ready for new beginnings, new starts, and the universe is handing you a new beginning, especially with this one out here. You have the potential, you have opportunities coming your way. You're ready to take that leap of faith. All right. You have gone through the spiritual awakening. Some of you are just starting to go through the spiritual awakening. All right. But it is definitely going to be abundance for you. It's going to be, the clarity that you're receiving, your spiritual gifts that you're receiving, they're opening up. So you guys, the love, you're getting a lot of wisdom. All right. And you're getting this wisdom because you're putting all this self-love into yourself. All right. You have released the anxiety that used to keep you up at night. You're no longer in your headspace no more. You have that inner peace. You are reassured that you can do this. All right. You're reassuring yourself in each day. Yes, I can take sleep of faith because it's going to work. I know that God has my back. I know the universe has my back. I know my ancestors have my back. I know my spirit team have my back. You're walking out in faith, all right? You're finding calm within yourself. You're realizing that you don't need a person in your life to help you, feel good about yourself or to validate you. Like, it's all within you. Everything you need is within you, okay? It's with you. You're relieving yourself of anything, all right? Some of you may have had a child or expecting a child as well, or you're just embodying that childlike spirit within yourself to be more creative and inspired, all right? You're listening to your intuition. Some of you might be doing art, getting into the healing of the arts, doing spirituality again. You might be painting, reading, writing, going to school, all right? But you're definitely, maybe sometimes you have like a little rocky moments with your emotions, but you pull it back in together. You reel it back in very quickly, all right? Some of you might just have new ideas just coming in out of nowhere. Just get up and or you could just be going about your day and all of a sudden just get hit with a wave of an idea of, ooh, I want to try this. You want to try things, explore things you've never done before, okay? This is just your spirit guys talking to your intuition, all right? Definitely, because the fish, you're very intuitive right now, and the fish looking at you, you're listening, you're focused. You see how you stand back at that fish? Like, you are focused. You're listening to that intuition, all right? Some of you also have an apology coming towards you, all right? Because with this as well, this can mean that a love apology is coming your way. Again, I did have I'm sorry out here. So somebody does want to come to you and apologize to you, all right? Someone who's feeling bad about the way that they have treated you, and somebody who know that their intentions were very negative. They did have negative intentions towards you, and possibly they were envious of you in some type of way for what you embody, who you are, the support you give, the love that you receive, the way people admire you. They have to fight hard for this validation, for them to feel important, and it just comes so natural to you because you're so authentic to yourself. You draw people to you, all right? Somebody that was very dishonest to you, and they wanted to come to you now because judgment has been called, all right? This is somebody who did have insecurities, that they had a lot of self-doubt about you and their relationship, but they now want to come towards you and offer you, this apology, all right? What else, 13? Thank you. Yeah, somebody that was resistant to change wants to come in and apologize to you, all right? Somebody that was very stubborn, somebody that was trying to delay your success. But I want to make this reading more about you. I'm tired of talking about that person. I'm tired of them trying to bully their way into these readings. All right, you have decided to not stand in your way, not to delay what you want to work towards. All right, if you were wanting to switch your career, you're doing that. If you needed to go to school, learn a new skill in order to master that, you're doing that. I also feel like too with dishonesty, not for dishonesty to really be as a lie, but maybe to be as a way of withholding, keeping to yourself. I feel like maybe some of you were doing something, you were holding back something to yourself, all right? Like, maybe you were learning a new skill, but you were learning it in secret, or you were doing something that you didn't share with everybody until you felt like the time was right to come out and reveal that, all right? And I feel like maybe some of you were even in your heads and indecisive about starting something new love, new career, new job, decide maybe moving, getting a new car, new vehicle, or just having a family, having kids, or just however, whatever. I think that maybe you were at a point where you were indecisive about even what you wanted to do, but I feel like you're no longer in that spot anymore. Okay, yeah, you're not. I feel like you are emotionally detaching yourself from people that were indecisive even about you. All right, people that didn't know what they wanted to do with you, where you fit in their life, or how they wanted to proceed with you, or the future that you guys had. And maybe you're just emotionally attaching yourself with people that you were unsure about where you fit in their life, or as far as your future. Okay, yeah. So, I think that you guys definitely have avoided some type of disaster by cutting yourselves free of people that were in this devil-like energy, or this devil-like mindset that they may have had, or you may have had. Okay, again, I'm not giving them a platform now. you have avoided a tower by going ahead and making a change that you needed to make. For those of you who are avoiding changing, letting fear hold you back from doing something or making a decision, like you avoided a tower by doing the work that you needed to do. Okay, by making the decision to fight that inner turmoil, all right, that you had, to balance yourself out, to get in alignment with yourself. All right, what else, spirit guides? What else? And then I want to move on from here. What else? Thank you. Yeah, you're out here celebrating. You've been creative. I told you, so much creativity on this board. You're being creative. You're celebrating. You're spending time with friends. You're loving people. People are giving you love. Okay. You're celebrating what? Yourself, your children, your family, your neighbors. Maybe some of you are even meeting up with new people and you're celebrating with them, harvesting in them. Maybe it's a church. Maybe it's a program. Maybe it's something you volunteer for, some type of community event that you're becoming a part of. Maybe some of you have, you know, gotten back. I shouldn't say gotten back like I have no education. Maybe some of you have reconciled or met up with some of your friends from the past who you haven't seen in a while, okay? And you're celebrating with them, hanging out with them, doing things with them that's bringing you some type of happiness, okay? So what else? Give me some loving messages for my collective. No, wait, no, before we go there, let's go here. What else, my collective? What else? Spirit guides, tell me more about them and their self-love and what they have coming. Yes, you guys are seeing the value in yourselves. Okay, you're seeing your value. You're making the most of your day. Some of you have started a business that's going to be very profitable in the end. All right, you're doing the hard work that was necessary to get this hay rolling, to get this ball rolling, and you're not working for pennies anymore. Okay, you're working. You're not. And when I say that working for pennies, it's not really so much that the pay that somebody was giving you. It's just that now that you see your value, your worth, you're not willing to settle for less than what you deserve, less than you're valued at, less than your worth. Okay, so a person can't just give you anything, tell you anything, offer you anything, and you go for it because you know your value. You know what you deserve. Okay, so if they're not coming, they can't come half-assed at you. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. All right, yeah, so you're just taking a bigger bite out of life now. You're venturing out. You're moving more quietly, but you're striking with great force. Okay, you know alligators they sneak up on you, but when they bite, you feel that bite. Like you're being very strategic about your moves. Some of you are moving in silence, not telling people what you're trying to start, and as well you should. My grandmother used to always say, "Never let the right hand know what the left hand is doing." You don't always have to share your ideas because sometimes you can share with the wrong person that might take your ideas and run with it themselves. Okay, so but I think that most of you, a lot of you now, are just being swift about the decisions you're making. You're no longer procrastinating. You're no longer delaying. It's like, okay, no, I'm going to do it. The time is now. The time is today. Now, you're using wisdom, all right, with what you're doing. You're listening to your intuition again, and you're making these quick, swift decisions. You're not sitting on them waiting like, well, maybe tomorrow, well, the time is not right, when I accomplish this, or, you're not letting things stand in your way anymore, all right? You're having faith, thank you. You're walking out on faith, all right? You're sure-footed about what you want to do. You're navigating, your creative energy is really soaring, all right? With all this fire, some of you could be a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, all right? You're heading towards your aspirations, for sure. You're looking at the sweet side of life, okay? Some of you may actually be eating more sweets. Might need to watch your diet, okay? But you're definitely being more colorful about yourself, being more bright, okay? See, it's no more gray. See that orange and yellow eyeshadow? You're standing out, all right? You're taking advantage of excellent opportunities that come your way. You have a lot of positive opportunities coming towards you as well, all right? What else? And people see you as just being a very sweet, loving individual. All right, that as well. Some of you might need to watch the sweet intake that you're taking in. All right. You things are cutting things out your life that don't fit. You're cutting, releasing things that just aren't good for you anymore, all right? You're taking yourself out of these sticky situations and you're fixing your life. You're getting things together. You're holding things together on your own, all right? You're knowing that at the end, it's all gonna work out. Like you're gonna have a story to tell. There is a story to tell. There is something you want to reveal, all right, and you will reveal it when you feel that time is right. I also feel like there's something you want to express, and some of you may be replaying old messages in your mind, old events in your mind. But I feel like even when you do so, you're still holding it together. Like, okay, yeah, this happened. Like I said, at the end, in the end, okay, when you play this back, it's going to be an amusement to you, all right? It's going to be funny. It's going to be something that you look back at, a story, a comical part of your life that you can tell, a testimony that you may have to reveal, all right? Let me say that. Some of you are halfway there because this tape is in the halfway mark. So some of you are halfway there to your giving your testimony, all right? Yeah, you have very friendly, harmless people around you, and you're clinging more to that, all right? But there still is something that you're unsure about, something that you still can't just grasp right away, all right? And that's fine, you know. Don't, you know, you don't always have to look. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey. Don't keep trying to look at what's at the end. You know, just enjoy each day as it goes, all right? Like I said, you're halfway there. You don't always have to know the end of something. You have to enjoy it while you're going through it. Yeah, you're elevating. You're elevating for sure. Um, you set yourself free. And this is also a sign to say set reminders. Remember when I started off, I started with intentions. I said possibly put a reminder on your phone, set an intention, put on your calendar, have it pop up for you on the daily of like what you want to do, what you want to experience, what you want to change, what's your intention for the day. You know, this is again kites, reminders, all right? And it's freedom. Situations, you're freeing yourself of situations. You know, kites can be fragile. It also talks about fragility. All right, so some of you might feel very fragile right now or scared to try some things, but go ahead, set yourself free. Go ahead and do it. All right, set that intention. Remind yourself on a daily that you can do this. You got this. People are here to support you. All right, and you are flying and winning. Each one of these kites are different. So remind yourself, you know, I'm different, but I'm different for a reason. I'm different because I'm supposed to stand out. I'm setting myself free because what I'm supposed to do. Some of you dealt with that player, just old ass, young ass, middle ass player. Doesn't matter the age, male, female. You dealt with the player. But guess what? You're taking a leap. The ball is not in your court. And you're realizing the ball is now in my court. I have the final say in my life. Okay. I'm bouncing back from this situation. I'm making the most of what I went through. All right. No more dropping the ball for me. I'm on top of everything now. Yeah, I'm reaching my goals. That's what you're doing. You're reaching your goals. All right. You're coming up from air. Some of you are a workaholic. You're taking a break a little bit from that. Or some of you are not becoming a workaholic because you're putting all this work into yourself to get something started. Some of you are doing something with the community and the community is involved, or you're doing something to help the community in some type of way. Okay? Let me get an angel message. I'll get a tiny message for you guys. Or I just want the number off of it, really. Not even so much the season, but give me a tiny message for my collective. Oh, I have two. Two talks about balance, relationships, choices, partnerships. Yes, next week looks promising. So something may come about next week as a 37 goes to a 10. Definitely 10s talk about completion, ends of cycles, transformation, the wheel of fortune, things turning around in your favor. The sun, your happiness, your joy, your success, your vitality, all right? So something may happen by the end of next week that makes you feel very happy. Maybe you're celebrating something. Maybe someone has a birthday. Maybe somebody has a birthday. Maybe somebody was born in 1973. Okay. Maybe you have a birthday coming up. Maybe you're born in October of 1973. Or maybe threes or sevens. You could be a life path 3. You could be a life path 7. All right. Or reverse that. You could be or something. But something may be coming. Something might be blossoming for you at the end of next week. And something like April 18th. Okay. I don't know if that means something to you, but definitely in the spring. Maybe something happened this April. Maybe you started something. You started investing in something. Something blossomed for you in some type of way. Maybe you met someone. All right. Or, you know, maybe you're going to meet somebody that has an April birthday. What is April? It's Taurus, Aries, and Taurus, is it? Yes, Aries and Taurus. Maybe you're going to meet an Aries or a Taurus. 18 does talk about the moon, intuition, your dreams, your illusions. All right. So again, you're listening to your intuition. You're going after your dreams now. All right. No more falling for illusions. You know, some things are hidden from you with the moon cycle. Some of you are being drawn to the moon, watching the moon, following moon cycles. If that's the case, you know, with the moon, when we talk about the moon comes in phases. Moons come in cycles. You have the quarter moon, the half moon, the full moon, the new moon, the solar moon. Like, they come in cycles. And that's how it works. You know, the universe does not reveal everything to you at once. The moon also talk about things that are hidden. Okay, you know how the moon will hide. Sometimes you see it, then the moon hide behind the clouds. Well, that's how it is with life. You know, things will be revealed to you as you need it when it's meant for you to see it. All right, and then it gives you things in cycles. You go through life cycles. You go through these things where, okay, now I have to learn this lesson, so I'm going through this cycle of something, and the universe is hiding what they're not showing you the full journey. They're not showing you your full journey. Thank you. They're not showing you your full journey. They're giving you pieces in cycles. Complete this cycle. When you complete the cycle, we're moving to the next cycle. It's a learning cycle for you. That's much like the moon. It comes out, it reveals itself, then it hides behind the clouds. It only gives you the little that you need at that time. It doesn't give you everything, overwhelm you with everything at once. So it allows you to enjoy the journey by allowing you to go through these cycles in your life to learn these lessons. Okay, so April 18th, somebody's birthday can be on the 18th. Somebody can have a birthday on October 18th. Somebody could be born in 1981. Somebody could be 18 years old. Whatever. Somebody could be born on August 1st, January 8th. Put it where it goes. Whatever these numbers mean to you. April is 4. So that's 418. Okay, so that's a 13. If you add 4 and 1 is 5 plus 8 is 13. 13 talks about death, transformations, endings, rebirth, time to move on and new beginnings. Okay, so that's what you're doing. You're moving on from things that no longer serve you. You're putting an end to a certain life, a certain behavior, accepting certain things. All right, you're looking forward to your new beginnings, and you have support along the way. All right, you're enjoying your journey along the way with much laughter. All right, so continue doing what you're doing. Your future looks promising to you. All right, so if you enjoyed my reading, like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted when I put the next reading out. I'm sending you love and blessing always, and happy birthday to my Libras. Okay, thank you.